If you haven't been on these tours before, this is Fulton Street, kind of under construction. Just real briefly, so groundbreaking was last April. We're shooting for sometime between beginning of May, beginning of July, I would say, for the entire project to be completed. Sort of the features of the project are Fulton Street used to be 4 lanes, now it'll be 2, so it leaves a lot of room for pedestrians, sidewalks, planters, artwork, sculptures, fountains, all of that. So we call these complete streets in the revitalization world. So there's something for everyone. It's not just for cars, it's not just for pedestrians. We want as many kinds of ways for people to get downtown to enjoy it as possible. These fences just came down on the sides yesterday. So in fact, at the end of the day. So this is really kind of a first glimpse into what will be spreading down the street. So you'll be able to have better access to the businesses and the buildings as they complete it. Initially, there was a really neat plan, which was do this block and then do the northern block and do the middle block. But as they kept doing demolition, they kept finding more surprises, like basements that had just been covered over and built new buildings on that didn't show up, and PG&E vaults that had been in for decades and decades that even PG&E didn't know that they were down there. So it's been kind of an interesting project to watch unfold, because it's here's the plan and then adjust all the way through. The good thing is that the project is so big, when they run into a problem here, they jump over and work on another piece of the project to keep it moving. So we have meetings with the businesses and the property owners every 2 weeks with the president of American Paving, the contractor for the job, and the city's construction manager, so that the businesses and property owners can be kept up to speed. They are bilingual, so we can communicate as well as we possibly can. Definitely is a hardship, just like any street project in any part of any town in the world when you do something like this. So we really ask everyone, when you can, go out of your way and come down for lunch or support these businesses. We did see some cities that during construction of a project like this, where business went up because the community rallied so much to support the businesses. So we encourage everyone to do that. You can see the new LED lights. So we have a variety of heights throughout the project, so that there'll be lights under the tree canopy as well as the LED lights overhead. So it'll be really bright and also very energy efficient as we go. If you remember, as we go through the middle of the mall where there hasn't been demolition, these bands of aggregate that go through have been recreated in the mall. So we're trying to do the best of everything, make changes that need to be made, but really respecting the incredible effort that was made in the 60s to try to do something to help revitalize our downtown. Any questions about the project?
When does this section open?
Well, it won't open to traffic until it's all finished. So the way this works is the entire mall is considered a construction zone, and the contractor has the liability during construction. So at the end of the project, when the city signs off on it and takes back control of it, that's when traffic will go through. The other thing that has to happen is, since this is the equipment yard and storage yard, they need to keep this as sort of their construction vehicle process, because you have to really minimize how much construction vehicles are on the main streets because of our stormwater laws, that they don't want dirt being carried from a construction site to the road. It's kind of an interesting thing where that really makes sense on the coast, where you don't want debris going into the ocean. But since ours goes into ponding basins, it's not as big a deal here, but the law doesn't differentiate between here and there. So it's very strict about that. We had to do California environmental impact report. We had to do a federal environmental impact report. Both were challenged in court, all the way up to the appeals court, and we prevailed to get the project done. So none of this is ever easy to get anything done, and as many of you know who get to work with all kinds of agencies. So we got it done, and it's happening, and I still can't believe it's true.
Yeah.
So we're planning a really big party for the opening, so you'll start seeing some of my posts to get a citizens committee together to plan the party. And the first Saturday night, we're planning a 1964 and older cruise night. So this was the big cruise area for the Central Valley, so we're gonna have 64 and older cars going up and down again, just like they used to before the mall went in. Should be fun. All right? Onward.